Hello, and welcome to this short video. We're going to start off with the double leg stretch, move on to a little bit of dead bug, and then a little bit of opening and closing. So start yourself off on your mat. I'm assuming that you've done some kind of a warm-up before we start. If not, just take a few moments to get yourself ready. Take a nice stretch and then bring your arms round and down by your side and bring your heels 1 foot at a time up towards your buttocks. Few wide breaths, letting yourself feel the mat come to neutral spine and get ready to move. Engage that core on your out breath. Feel that pelvic floor contract, feel your belly button scoop to your spine, and we'll start to move. We're going to start with one arm, lifting it, breathing in, making sure the ribs stay close to the mat, and then pulling it round to the side, scoop and hollow. Changing to the other arm, stretching back and pulling round. So your feet are flat, knees are bent, your pelvis in neutral. You've got the little curve in lumbar spine, you've got the ribs close to the floor, and you've got your chin tucked down so your neck is nice and stretched. Let's add a challenge and lift both arms together, breathing in, very light, stretching back and then pulling around. And you're not stretching back to touch the floor, otherwise there's a danger of you lifting your lower back. You're lengthening, keeping the ribs, as I said before, onto the mat, and then you get this stretch all the way through those intercostal muscles in your ribs. Are you ready for another little change? We're going to lift up, and then this time as we pull the arms around, tilt the pelvis towards us and then lift the head. And how high you come up depends on how you're feeling. If the coming up is hurting your neck, then you might want to put one hand behind your head to take the weight and then come up like that. I'm going to go with 2 more of these. Back, breathe out, lifting up and coming round. And then leave the arms on the mat, pop the head down and start to lift a leg. Stretching at the knee, breath in, lowering the foot, breath out. And you're not lifting through the upper body, you're lifting and lengthening that leg, point and coming down. One more with each leg, and the transition from one side to the other, smooth and controlled. Now you can continue single legs, or you can bring the legs to tabletop. That's the way. And then we're ready to extend from there, stretch and back. Don't go too low with the leg. Make sure your lower back can hold neutral. If you're struggling, pop the foot back on the floor. Well done. Just the one more with each leg. I want to make sure we've got good quality here. So we're going to take a little pause, draw the knees in, circle the back, and repeat. And when you're ready, take those legs back to where you had them. If you've got them on the floor, you'll continue to lift and lower one at a time. From tabletop, you can stretch both legs and bring them back. They're not going low. If they go too low, there's a risk that you'll lift through the lower back. And then let's do the full move. The arms back as the legs stretch, the arms around as the knees come in. So just feel the difference in the tummy, keeping a neutral stretch. Now this power. And our final add-on is to lift the head again, like we did at the beginning, and come around. So stretch. Obviously you can go with as many as these levels as you wish. You can do as few or as many as you're able. Just make a note of how you're feeling today, how the body's working for you today. I'm going to go with 2 more. Here's the last one. And we'll drop the knees back in, rock it or circle it, and turn of the head too. Lovely, so that's our double leg stretch done. Let's come into the dead bug next. Put the feet back to the floor. Lift both the hands up, and we're going to repeat stretching behind, coming round and pelvic tilting. But this time you're going to hold the tilt and put the head back down, so you keep the pelvis tilted, keep that lower back against the floor. If it feels awkward, then give yourself a little bit more of bend. From there, slowly add the stretch of the leg, 1 and down, and repeat. So as we did earlier, but with that tilt, you'll notice your abdominals are having to fight to keep the back down, so you're working a little bit harder through the front of that inner core. You stretch, put the foot down, you repeat. And then we bring the hands over the shoulders, still in the tilt, and we start to go back with the opposite arm. And you inhale as you go long, navel spine as you come back. And then our final move is to try tabletop. So lift the legs, see if you can still maintain that tilt. Take a break if you need to. And then again, it's opposites, arm and leg. Lengthen, power back, away and back. So the abdominals are having a real workout today. Going away, coming back. I think we could do a final one each way. Remember, if you've done enough already, then you're allowed to stop. If not, you stop this time. Oh. Bring the knees in, lift the head as well. Scoop that tummy in. Head down, of course, if your neck is a little bit sore. And then we go back to our start position, feet against the floor. Let's do a couple of pelvic tilts, just to settle the lower back again, returning it to neutral. For the next one, we're going to make it our final exercise of this video. We're going to bring the legs together. So zip them up, thighs, knees, right the way down to your ankles. Turn the palms upwards. Feel a little bit more opening across your chest. You're in neutral. You're going to let both knees open as you breathe in, but the insides of your feet remain touching and your hips remain still, facing upwards. Now as you start to zip up, also zip up between your ankles, your knees, your thighs, and come back up. As soon as the knees meet, you reopen. As soon as you start to feel any lift in your back or your feet start to widen, you close. You're moving pretty much all the time. That steady opening. And then squeezing back. Now squeeze through the insides of your feet to come up. We'll do a final one in this position and then see if we can go to tabletop. Gently widen. Squeeze up. Oh, lovely jubbly. So relax the legs through the thighs, then lift them up. Keep them on the floor if you would rather. Now glue the feet and knees together and keep widening out and squeeze. Sort of a diamond shape with the legs out. And you can feel that little bit of pressure it's putting through the back as your legs are heavier. If it's too much, your feet return to the floor. If you feel you can do a little bit more, the legs can stretch as they come together and you can open the toes. So your knees open over the hips. Now squeeze through the inside of your feet right through to your pelvic floor and close. Don't let the leg come too low. So out. If they go too low and the back starts to hurt, then correct it and lift the legs higher or avoid the stretching lift. Whatever you're doing, repeat 2 more. This final one, really think into your thighs, a nice squeeze and back and a hug, a little roll. Let's complete the video with a little bit of stretching, the arms out, the feet on the floor, the legs back together. Drop your knees to your right side, turn and look to your left side. Just allow the body to go as far across as it can. And then with your next breath out, squeeze the legs a little bit together, lift up and turn to face the other side with the knees now to your left and your shoulders firmly on the floor. Working back with your next out breath. Feel that stretch, let it run all the way down before you come up again. And we'll do a final one to either side, up and across. Here we go again, up and across. Fabulous. And then in your own time, turn onto your side and you can stand up when you are ready. Hope you've enjoyed that. It's not a long video, so combine it perhaps with another one or repeat it whenever you've only just got a few minutes to do something. And I'll see you all soon. Bye!